Ladies and gentlemen, the stock market is absolutely on fire right now, and we have to break it down in this video. It's about 11:45 a.m. on the East Coast right now. We have the S&P 500 and the Russell each up about 1.3%. And get this, guys, the NASDAQ is up almost 2.3% as the Dow is up 0.75%. So in this video, we're going to break down the markets, and we're going to talk about some stocks. We're going to go over Nvidia, Tesla, Coinbase, which right now is up 17%. Unbelievable day so far for Coinbase. So we have a lot to break down, and all I ask is for you to hit the like button and to subscribe if you guys want to. Of course, no pressure, but it really does help me out in the YouTube algorithm. And of course, I appreciate each and every one of you guys as always. So let's just dive into it. And by the way, we have a very key technical break here on SPY, especially for the bulls, that is really turning things, at least in my opinion, in the favor of the bulls here. You know, momentum is slowly shifting, at least in the very short term. So let's break that down. So if you guys have been watching the YouTube channel, which I don't know what to tell you. If you haven't been watching, you probably didn't, see this. You didn't catch this, but I've been talking about the head and shoulders on SPY for quite some time now, for at least a week, week and a half, 2 weeks, at least at this point. And today's gap up, where SPY is breaking out of 388, 390, is a complete breakout above the neckline, which if I just draw this out so you guys can see it, if you want to see the visual, you can see the left shoulder right there, the head right here, which again, we've been talking about this on the channel for a week or two at this point. And then we have the right shoulder right there, which I just drew it out. You guys can see. And notice how the neckline is right around 390, which is where the left shoulder kind of formed, in the end of October, early days of November. And the fact that we broke the neckline now, and on top of that, we broke both moving averages on the 4-hour chart. Today alone, we broke the 180 moving average. That's a very good sign for the bulls. That's pretty much, in my eyes, getting the head and shoulders tossed out the window. This is a full-on breakout for the bulls. Now, let's see. The million-dollar question is, guys, is this going to last, or is this rally going to fizzle out? And the fact that we are a little bit overbought here, our size at 74 roughly on the 4-hour chart, that is a little bit alarming, but of course, we'll play it by ear. As of now, again, we're fully breaking out. No signs of this green slowing down on the markets today. And for all we know, it could continue over the course of this week. So very good break here for the bulls on SPY. Again, let me say it again, 390, that was a big resistance. We broke out of it. Very good. And on Triple Q, which currently is up over 2%, 2.2% to be exact, this is not, sure, it's doing great, but it's not fully breaking out of a key level like SPY is, which we just talked about. Triple Q on the flip side, again, is doing great right now, but it's still under the highs from the end of December, being about 275, and it's still under the 180 SMA here on the 4-hour chart, which is at $278. So in my eyes, for Triple Q to have a reversal like SPY is currently having, which again, breaking 390, Triple Q needs to break 278, and honestly, it's got to break above $280, at least in my personal opinion. If it's able to break 280, then we could start getting a legitimate reversal, and honestly, 285 as well. Let me put my alert right now at $285. And why 285, you may ask? Well, let me show you guys this. If I pull up or not even pull up, it's already pulled up. Let me zoom in a little bit. You can see back in the beginning of October, throughout the end of October, early November, 285 is where Triple Q failed 3 times. 1, 2, 3 times. Then we dumped down to about 250s. Then we saw the rally to about 300. Now we're under 278 again. Like I said, 285 is going to be a sticking point. If that's able to break, maybe 300 is where this could be going. And of course, I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments down below, guys. As always, I value your opinion. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. So with that being said, we just looked at the markets. Let's take a look. Oh, wait, actually, before we look at some stocks, let's look at what oil's doing. What's oil up to today? What's it at? Oh, 2% green day for oil. So it looks like oil's up. Gold's up, silver's up, the VIX is up, the S&P's up, Dow, Russell, NASDAQ, everything across the board, and probably crypto as well. Crypto, I'm assuming, is up. Coinbase is up 17%. We'll take a look at that in a second. So nothing really changed, different here on oil. So let's just dive into these stocks. And before we actually do that, if you want some free stocks, you could get 12 stocks from Webull. I think those are valued up to $30,000, and you can do this with literally any amount deposited. All you have to do is use that link down below or go to stocksurfs.com/Webull, deposit any amount of money, and boom, just like that, you get some free stocks. It also helps out the channel, guys. I appreciate you all as always. It is literally a no-brainer. So Coinbase right now is up again 17%. And with that being said, not to poop on the parade here, it is still in a downtrend. Yes, it is breaking out of the highs from last week. It's above the 50 SMA. It's actually at a multi-week high, which is great. But it is still under the highs from the middle of December, also beginning of December, and clearly still under the 180 SMA, which is right around $40. Now, if Coinbase starts breaking $40, all right, maybe you have a legitimate case for a reversal at that point. And to be honest, I'm going to be looking at it at $45. I'm going to set my alert there. Mark is at or above, and we'll see what it does. So let me see on the live news tab. I didn't see anything that, is it some analysts downgrading, or not downgrading, upgrading? Let's see here. Wells Fargo adjusted, there you go. Wells Fargo adjusted price target on Coinbase Global to $33 from 50. Wait a second. So they cut the price target and they're maintaining an underweight rating and the stock's running? Okay. That's interesting. Wells Fargo maintains underweight rating on Coinbase, yada, 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 yada. But looks like here JMP Securities adjusted their price target as well. It was 155. They put it to 80, but they're still, maintaining an outperform rating. So we have some mixed bags here, wow, look at that. Goldman Sachs, they're maintaining a sell rating, cut their price target to 30. So these are all over the place. Jeffrey starts Coinbase Global at a hold with a $35 price target. KeyBank lowers price target on Coinbase Global from 42 to 36, maintains sector weight rating. Man, there's a lot of adjustments here, but all of them actually are price cuts, but Coinbase is still going up on the day, which is pretty interesting, 17%. But, I'm not getting too excited because, like I said, it is still on a downtrend. No signs of a reversal. We might get a reversal at $45, but we're not there yet. So let's play it by ear and see how it ends up playing out. That's Coinbase here. And Tesla, guys, oh, baby, look at Tesla. This thing is up 7.9%, 8%, which this one's actually slowly starting, not to fully reverse, but it is breaking out of the 50 moving average today, which is here on the 4-hour chart, which was right around $116-17. We broke out of that, I believe, in the pre-market. Pretty much in the pre-market. Then we started running as the market opened. So Tesla on the 4-hour chart is breaking out of that 50 SMA, and by the looks of it, currently in real time, we're testing the highs from last week, being about $122, $123. Now, if these highs are able to break, let me set my alert at 124 here on Tesla. If we could see Tesla break 124, I'm not saying it's going to go back to the moon, $400. I'm not saying we're going to get a full-on breakout, but we could be playing in this window. Do you guys see this window right here between 125-ish to about 155? I'm not saying it's going to go that whole $30. I mean, it could. I'm not saying it's going to happen. But we could be playing in this range. Let's just say it could break out to the 130s, maybe even the 140s. That's kind of the way I'm looking at Tesla here in the very short term. And then once we do potentially do that, who knows if we even do that? It might not happen. But let's say we do run a 150, 155, 145 even. We're going to be met with that 180 moving average, which each time in the past couple of months we've tested that, we've gotten rejected, which who knows? Will this time be different? I'm not convinced it will be, considering the fundamentals right now and how the economy is doing overall. But that's a whole other topic for a whole other video. But let's see. Let's see how it goes, guys. Tesla 125 to 150, 55, that could be a tradable range in my humble opinion. I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments down below. And I'm not sure if you noticed, but today, you probably noticed, AMD is up 7%, big move for AMD, and we have Nvidia up about 7.4%, also a pretty big move for Nvidia. We can see here it is now breaking out of the 50. Well, I think it did that last week. Yeah, 50 SMA on the 4-hour. Now it's about to test the 180. It is testing it in real time. If this could somehow get above 170, which honestly I'm not convinced it's going to do that yet, but my alert is there. If it breaks 170, Nvidia could be moving a lot higher. And AMD, on the way I'm looking at it, guys, at this point, AMD's chart does not, neither of these, they're both in a downtrend. AMD's chart does not look that great, but it's up on the day, and it actually has taken out the highs from all of this year and the last couple of days of last year, which is great. But again, still in a downtrend, which is a little bit worrisome. But some other stocks that I'm looking at here, which are not in downtrends, that are doing pretty well, that I'm looking at, LVS is breaking out. We called this one out a couple days ago. Las Vegas Sands. Another one is Foot Locker, which I talked about, a lot here on the channel. We've talked about it on Patreon as well. Foot Locker here is right around $40. You guys can see this has been resistance for months. If we take it out, I think 45, 50 bucks could be next for that particular stock, in my opinion. We have Adobe up today on the day as well, which is nice, I guess, for the traders out there. But for the long-term investors that want to buy the stock, dang it, Adobe, come on. I want you under 300 bucks, but it doesn't seem like we're going to get Adobe under 300 bucks, guys, by the looks of it. And to be honest, by the looks of this chart, we have an ascending triangle, which, we've been making higher lows for months at this point, but ever since the middle of November, we've kind of been failing each time at 350 bucks. Now, if 350 bucks can break, which probably will test, well, it's testing now, maybe it breaks at some point this week or at some point this month. If 350 breaks, guys, there could be a lot more upside on Adobe, unfortunately, in the short term. And again, I'm saying unfortunately because I want to buy this stock under 300, and it's slowly running away from me, and it's setting up for a potential breakout. So let's see how it goes down. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Again, all I ask is for you to hit the like button and to subscribe. It really helps me out overall in the algorithm. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Peace out.